Hello everybody and welcome to part 2 of the pre-beta Beyond live streams, the content reveals for all of the, the exciting content additions and tweaks and improvements that are coming in 25th to beta on 25th of January.
That's right,
That's right, next Thursday.
Woohoo!
All of this content that you're going to be seeing tonight and all the content you saw on Tuesday and all the content you're seeing on next Tuesday as well will be in your hands if you are on PC. And then afterwards, for everybody else when it comes out, we'll have more details on that soon. But hey, I'm joined here tonight by Steve Kirby, Principal Designer on
Hi
Dangerous.
guys, how you doing?
Thank you so much for joining. How are you?
Yeah, well, I'm really good. Yeah, really excited to finally be able to show some stuff off that we can kind of go, oh, look, we've been working on this. It's really cool. And yeah, it was great to see the guys doing the chapter 1. Oh, part 1 live stream. It was really cool.
It was absolutely awesome.
Yeah,
It is very, very exciting to finally be able to do some streams where we're showing off stuff from Beyond, because back at FX when we first started talking about Beyond, it was very, very exciting. But now we're able to finally
show you the stuff.
Show that stuff, and it's been really, really exciting. And tonight you're in for a little bit of a treat. Yeah. So on Tuesday's stream, we showed off Changes to Crime and Punishment and Wing Missions. Go back onto our YouTube channel to see those after the stream, of course. Tonight we've got the Chieftain, we've got the Planetary Visual Improvements, we've got Trade Data Improvements, the Tech Broker, and a little treat for you at the end as well.
More.
And on Tuesday's stream, we have Engineers, Material Trader, Galnet Audio, and more. So there's a lot coming up. Please do notice that we're... Please take note that tonight's stream is going to be played in a live build, hot build. So as you know, if things do go wrong, please do bear with us because we are running a beta build. This is alpha build, in fact, before the beta comes out on the 25th. Yeah. Steve,
it is.
I think we should get going because we have a lot.
I think we should. Yeah, we've got a lot to cover, and we need to. Yeah, sorry if we talk
focus
fairly quickly, but we've got a lot of stuff to get through.
And also, just so you know, there will be a prize giveaway at the end, so do stick around to the end.
Cool.
And we also have.
What are we doing?
I don't know. Right. I've forgotten what I was saying. A summary of this will be going up in text on the forum. So if you do miss any of it because of our rapid motor mouths, then you'll be able to read it there. So thank you everyone for being lovely, and thank you for being here. You are the best ones. There might be some time to speak to people in the chat today, but to be honest, we're going to be churning through a lot of content. I can see you all. I can see Darren's in the chat. Thank you, Darren. Welcome.
Hi, everyone.
Ghost of Gaming, Orange Spark. All the best
all
ones
the best people are here.
Thank you, guys.
They are.
Thank
Where
you
else would you be?
Exactly.
On a cold Thursday evening.
It's getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here as we talk about the first topic that we're going to be talking about today. So
first topic will be, I think, the planetary improvements.
Why not?
So, as mentioned at Frontier Expo, the art guys have spent a lot of time overhauling the coloration of rocky high metal and metal planets. This is the first step towards some major planetary improvements which are coming at the end of the Beyond series in Q4. Well, shall we just show the video?
Let's show the video.
Let's show the video. So as you can see, there's a lot more variation in the coloration of the planets based on various things. So we have coloration ranges for rocky with no volcanism, low volcanism, and high metal again with various levels of volcanism, and metal rich with various levels of volcanism as well. So you should be able to essentially take a glance at a planet. Yeah, they're absolutely stunning. Oof. And this is only a small selection. The colour ranges go at a much wider scale than just this. So the art guys, John Bertoni, the art director, and his team have done an amazing job on these. And
this is all in game, and we are going to show off.
This is all in game as well. Yes, it's all in game, and it's just the first step in the planetary improvement. So this isn't. We're not stopping. We're not going to say, oh, yep, we've recoloured them and that's it. There's massive improvements. So yes, question from Nigel Barnfield. These are the landable planets. These are all landable. So you can land and see the different textures and things on the planets when you go down to them. So if everyone can give a round of applause to
yes, please,
to the art guys. I know we've kind of whistled through this,
No, it's good, but there is some stuff about kind of from a distance you'll be able to tell.
Oh yeah, so from a distance, yeah, you can basically the contrast variation. I'm going to read this so I don't get it wrong.
Yeah, it's okay.
Between the body much improved. So coloration of the surfaces clearly telegraphs the chemical makeup and the volcanic activity of the planets as well. So you know, you can get an indication of how volatile
from a distance.
You can say, right, okay, this is definitely a rocky one because it's within this colour band and these things. So you'll be able to identify the makeup of the planets and the types of planets a lot easier from a lot further away. So yeah, it's an absolutely great improvement, and it does affect gameplay, which is a nice addition as well.
Yeah, that's what's wonderful.
So this
people
is
get a good idea from as they're flying through. They'll be like, okay, well, once you start to learn the patterns and things, you can be like, I know it's likely there's a So
it's something like this.
Cool.
It'll be something like this. The volcanism will be of a high level, so therefore things I would expect to find with high volcanism on a planet are more likely to be there. You'll be able to say, okay, I know this is I can see this is a metal-rich planet just by visually looking at the planet. So therefore I can remember what kind of materials would be found on there.
It does look absolutely awesome.
It looks brilliant.
They look lovely. The work that they've done is really nice.
We've shown the video. So should we actually show it in game?
Yeah, why not?
So that we can confirm. So this is the our live build, live dev build at the moment. So we currently have this lovely planet in front of us.
Very beautiful.
So using exactly the same new planetary improvement system. So yeah, if you just have a quick gander look at the planet and have a look around. And Ed, what are you doing?
Dum 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 dum. Sorry. And here we go, of course.
And here we go.
It is the star of the show today. In some ways,
yes,
we have ourselves the Chieftain. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen.
Along.
First in-game look at the Chieftain. Yes, it looks great. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Sorry, I do apologise for laughing. The thing is, one of these things is like some people in YouTube comments sometimes go, oh, what are they giggling at? And it's like, well, you should see the chat. You should see the chat now. When you see some people suddenly go, hype, this is awesome. It gets us very excited, and we have a little giggle because we really care about what we've got going on.
Let's give it a bit of a twirl. Come on, let's show her off.
I'll try and be a little kind of slow with it. Get lots of different angles. Don't worry, we'll get a good look at the Chieftain here today in all of it, in all of its glory.
In all of its glory. But it is an amazingly cool looking ship.
Yeah.
I've been flying around in this particular one for a couple of weeks now. I can verify it is really fun to fly. It's beefy where it needs to be, but it's nimble.
So I am. Please do take note that I am controlling this as well myself. So thank you for bearing with me if the camera works. Not perfect at all times.
No, shall I? Well, you're giving it some pretty pictures. Shall I? I'll do this sales pitch. So the Alliance Chieftain is a new medium-sized ship. So this has been designed not only to dish out punishment, but also to be able to avoid it as well. It's manufactured by Lakon Spaceways. It's more manoeuvrable than other ships of similar size and weight, such as it fits roughly between the Federal gunships and the Python, so it's around those sorts of levels.
Oh, look at the inside.
Yeah,
we'll get to that in a minute. We'll get to that in a minute.
So it has a combat profile with the weapons being very, very central. So some above, some below the cockpit, up top and bottom of the ship. So it's ideally using fixed weapons. I don't know if you can deploy your hard points from there, but there we go. So you can see the hard points are fixed centrally on the main fuselage of the ship. So it centres a lot of firepower in a very small space. And using fixed weapons on this thing is really, really good.
Oh, sorry, I do apologise. We have some audio.
Hey.
I'm going to put the headphones on.
You're going to put the headphones on. So ship also, as well as, right, let's go through the hard points. So it has 2 large hard points, 1 medium hard point, and 3 small hard points. So look at that. As well as that, it boasts a range of internals, which we can go through in a bit. Also boasts 3 military internal slots. So it allows players to equip things like shield banks, hull reinforcements, and module reinforcements in those slots. So so this is the Chieftain. We're not going through the price today because that is something we will be working on up until beta. So yeah, it is there.
Do you see the thrusters glow and stuff like that?
Yeah. Go on. I know you want to boost that thing.
We'll do it in a second. I want to do that first from the cockpit so people can have a listen to it.
Yeah, it is really cool.
Can you see underneath it, please, Ed? Yes. It's a strange request, but sure.
Yeah, so you've got your cargo hatch.
Oh boy. Alright, and then I will...
Do you want to pop your landing gear?
Well, I'll go for... We'll show that later.
We'll show that actually when we're docked. Yeah, it'd be good to do that.
The sort of the thrusters at the back as well and show how they're working.
Yes. Jump... Oh yeah, what is the jump range? I don't actually have the jump range figures on this, very sorry, so I will find that out and we'll put that answer in with the summary when we get there.
We'll deploy the landing gear. Alright, okay, we can do it now. We can do it now.
As you notice, it does angle. Yeah, it does angle the does angle the back engines when things come down.
Some problems in terms of which way the thrusters are going. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay, we are inside.
Right then. Let me get back up.
So let's turn the volume up for a second and let them listen to the sounds of the ship. So, nice and slow acceleration for you. Yes.
Could you just go to your function panel for a second?
On the right hand side.
Yep.
Functions.
Yep. So currently that has a 20 light year jump range. I believe if you go to your modules, that is with, if you go down to your
Turn on stop.
FSD. I'm looking for
refresh your drive. Sorry.
First drive is a 5. Currently equipped in it, but we'll check out that. I mean, it is primarily a combat ship.
That's it. Remember what the purpose of this ship is.
Everything we're showing you today is unengineered. We have not touched engineering at all on this. We've just literally put some A grade things on and equipped some things. So
I'm going to face towards the star to get some light in the.
Well, why don't you head to the nav beacon?
1 second. Well, yeah. Look, I'm going to show off. I'm going to try to. You can see that it's turning so on a dime here. Like
it is a very.
But I'm going to now have a look around in the cockpit so you can see the cockpit view of everything here. A nice big open canopy.
Yep.
As you can see.
Yeah, you get good visibility out the side of these things.
Yeah. Right, so you go into the nav beacon, you suggest?
Yeah, I reckon if you
the next part, sorry, we do need to push things on. We've got slots to cover during this stream, so I'm going to get going as fast as I can.
So we can do that.
So do keep in mind that I'm going to show it off sort of roughly in combat, just like so you can see its turning abilities. Obviously, I'm not a combat expert. No. That's coming in a future live stream where I'm going to learn how to be a combat expert. But for now, please just bear with me.
One thing I would say is all the numbers that are currently in the build, so things like its jump range and things, are tweakable, and we will be balancing as we move through the beta period. So don't take it as gospel that these are the exact figures. I just want to make sure that we spell that out so that let's go there. Go on, hit the boost.
I'm in the Super Cruise.
Oh, you're in Super Cruise. I just like seeing the boost from the back.
Yes. Oh, I should have done that. I'll do it later.
You see all the sparks and the engines flare up. It's really cool.
All right, so it's quite far away. Is that? Are we able to maybe? Do we pull a little dev trick for a? Should be fine. It's going to be a few minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be too.
Okay.
Too bad. You're about 28 seconds.
Well, why don't you talk a little bit about some more stuff?
some more stuff about the Chieftain.
Yeah.
Well, obviously it's an aligned ship. So, being that it's the Alliance answer to parts of the Thargoid threat, and also to increase the Alliance military capability, so that bringing it in line with the Federation, things like the Federation gunships, things like that. There is no rank lock on these Alliance ships. I mean, the Chieftain will be available on the day of release, so you can go out and buy it. So there's no details at the moment of exactly which markets it's going to be available at. That is also down to balancing and things like that. So so it is. Alliance ranks currently don't have. So yes, it is not rank locked.
We will be taking.
I'm just looking at some of the.
Okay. We will be taking the ship to the outfitting soon, so you are going to be able to see all those kind of things. Shortly.
Yes.
Just well aware of time. Well aware of time.
Well, this is it. We don't have an awful.
I'm just going to literally jump in, shoot a few things, and then we'll jump out.
Yeah.
I just wanted to show it off in action a little bit more. I mean, we're going to get to see a bit more of it later. Yeah. We're going to be playing the rest of the stream.
In the Chieftain. We're flying this tonight, so. Yeah, I mean, I found it to be a fairly well-equipped
We won't
ship.
be going down on the planet.
No.
But that's not because of any hiding or anything like that. It's just not part of the plan this evening. I'm sorry. Sorry, it's just not got the time for it.
Yeah. But yeah, just to reiterate, the ship fits between the Fed ships and the Python, so it's kind of around that range. That's where it fits in our kind of ship backbone of the game. So yeah. Don't be naughty like you were on Tuesday.
We've all just got it all on one here. That's correct?
You can. There are multiple fire groups set up.
Okay, because we've got some stuff to show off. We've got some secret missiles here.
We've got some secret
This person's clean, so I shouldn't really find.
No, don't. See if you can find a wanted.
This thing turns.
Yeah, I mean it really does turn.
Really,
I mean, it
nice.
really does manoeuvre really well. Having the 4 engines on the side means that we can we can give it a flight model.
Ships actually.
Yeah, I mean it is a really nimble combat ship. So it is more nimble than things like the gunship, Federal gunship, the Federal dropships. So that I mean it is, because of where the engine is situated, we've been able to say it would turn a lot quicker. So it's not a central massive thrust. It's on the side. So yeah. There's a lot of Federal agents.
I'm just going to shoot anybody at this point.
Well,
yeah, I don't want to.
You don't want to get the ATRs coming after you.
Well, that's as we saw the other day. So I'm not going to hit any feds, but okay. This is my part of the plan. I should have really paid more attention. But actually,
yeah, that's all right. Come on, who wanted?
Or I could just look away from him. Jay Dalziel.
No.
Sorry, Jay.
Is he?
We can wipe my thing anyway using.
Yeah, fair enough. We can clean your legal status up, so that'll be all right.
Oh, also thermal overload anyway here going on the planet, so I'm going to turn off some of the.
Some of the modules we might have a few too many modules on there.
So if I just take some of these off.
Yeah, you can take a bunch of the.
Let's see if that's going to. The multi-cannons will work anyway, so it's Con Steve. You were outfitting this ship for me. I'm not blaming you. There's no one to blame here. Anyway, you can see how. Also, did you put gimbals on?
No, you're fixed.
Thanks, mate. Well, you know how I like gimbals.
You've got to learn to use your fixed weapon simulator, and as you can see, the central firing model for this
system authorities are en route. I'm getting out of here. But you got to see it. You saw the central firing model. I've had enough.
Yeah, you can always jump out and just fire into space.
Exactly. That would have probably been just as interesting.
You have no pit management in
Again, please do remember that when you're playing on a live stream, it's far harder in front of 4,600 people.
Shall we get docked and then we can do that. So,
where should I go to?
If you go to, I think there's a place called Solar Orbiter.
How do you think that there's a place?
Oh, right. I know there's a place called Solar Orbiter in here because it's
almost as if we planned
pre-planned.
it.
It's almost planned. So yeah, if you want to get yourself docked in there, and we'll go and have a look at the outfitting.
Very nice.
So people can, these lovely people can have a look at the internal modules and things like that.
Got an immediate question: can it load fighters? No, you're just
again,
not a good pilot.
Again,
Shut up, beard.
again,
Fair
I can't
enough.
quite remember, so we will answer that in the summary, if that's all right with you guys. Sorry about that. I should have checked.
Steve, can you do the tilde
but-
command on there to do the clear the thing? Do you know it? I hope you know it. Yeah. There you go. Thank you.
So there you go. So yeah. So that's achievement. But yeah, if we have a look at the slots, internal slots, and the makeup of this, then we can do it. But
also, we'll be in the right place to move on to our next segment. Oh, we're trying to get through things here fast today.
How are we? We're 20 minutes.
We're all right.
Yeah, we're
It's
all
around
right.
about where we thought we would be.
Yeah, we're looking good. Yeah, so it definitely needs practice. Yeah, prices to be announced. So again, some of the numbers like the jump range and some various things may change, may be tweaked as we put the ship through beta.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's. I still think it's a fantastic ship, and it looks absolutely stunning. Again, the guys who make the ships and the concept guys and the entire art department just knocked this one out of the park for me.
I think it's a lovely ship. Yeah. Really beautiful, both inside and out. Like you, Steve.
Thank you very much.
And everybody in the community.
And everyone in the
of course.
community, yes.
So as we're coming in, reminder that this is part 2 of 3 streams that we're running about the Beyond Season Chapter 1, which is only the first of the updates that are coming throughout the year, which is amazing. And actually, I've been told it's the smaller of the big updates, which is...
of the big updates,
which is crazy.
Yeah, it's...
like, there's a lot in this.
Well, we had a lot we wanted to do.
I'm glad.
So, and we, as I said, we've been saying since Frontier Expo, we got the opportunity. And it was like, right, let's do this. Let's go, absolutely go for it. And so far, the team has been true to the word and has absolutely, I think, nailed this update. So yeah, a lot of very hard work, a lot of very dedicated people. So yeah, big thank you to the team.
Let's have a listen to the sounds of the ship as we come in, because
requested.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to scratch my ship.
Yes, almost Steve.
So Nick Markham, there will be a summary after the live stream on the forums. So yeah, anything we've kind of, I know we're rattling through things very quickly. So yeah,
anything you don't understand. I know there's an international audience as well, so it's difficult. So I do apologise. Steve, I understand what people think of my skills. I get that in terms of PvP.
Oh, I've seen you land.
But never, ever doubt my landing skills, Steve. I'm so glad that went well.
As you boost off the pad.
Yeah. All right. Well, turn down the camera just a little bit.
Okay. So, do we want to just quickly go
into outfitting?
Well, I'd say go into the cam and show the ship
landed,
yes. But you don't need to?
We can do it in outfitting.
We can do it in outfitting. So, yes, we'll go to outfitting and we shall have a quick look at the modules, or the internal slots.
Evening, everybody. Hi.
So, question: how big is the Chieftain? It's oh god, can't remember the exact measurement, but it's a medium ship, so it's along the same lines as I said, the Federal gunships and the Python. So it's a bit small, a bit shorter than the Python, a bit wider. So yeah, it's about that sort of size. Okay. So it'll fit on a medium pad, so you can take it to outposts, you can take it various places. So yeah. So should we?
What do you want to?
I'll just quickly, if you
look through,
quickly show off. So as we went through earlier, it has 3 2 size 3 large hard points, 1 medium hard point underneath, and then 3 smalls to the on the upper side and to the front of the ship. It has 4 utility mounts, so you can mount those. So as we start off, it has 2 size 6 slots, so size 6 power plant, size 6 thrusters, size 5 frameshift drive, if I can fit my teeth in, size 5 life support, size 6 power distributor, size 4 sensors, and size 4 fuel tank. So looking at the internals.
Well done, Steve, you've done your research.
That's all right. We've got 2 size 5s, 1 size 4, 2 size 2s, and then we have the 3 size 4 military slots. So these are custom slots that can fit shield boosters, hull reinforcements, and module reinforcements in. Whoa, that was quick.
Yep, we need to move on.
Oh, we need to move on. Okay,
I'm very aware of time.
Okay, sorry, I'm being hurried on. So that is the Chieftain.
Yes, round of applause everybody who's worked on the Chieftain, because that's absolutely awesome stuff.
Brilliant.
I am going to show off the landing gear as it's landed, because it does look very nice, but I'll return to the surface for that.
Yeah, so...
What is recon limpet, somebody says.
Well, maybe we'll tell you a bit later.
Maybe I'll fail to fly the ship whilst people watch. That's what's going to happen. All right. So look, and yeah, so you can see it landed down here with its cool landing gear. It looks like a little frog, but I like it. It's cute.
Yeah. So yeah, the rear nacelles do rotate and house the landing gear as well as the engine. So yeah, it's. I
think it's a very cool ship, and I'm very excited to fly it.
Right. Do you want us to look at some other cool stuff?
Let's look at some other cool stuff, Steve. So why don't you set up what we're going to look at next?
Okay. So you've seen the very cool ship, but there is a new service in town.
A new service in town.
So if you go to your contacts page, and at the bottom of this we have the Tech Broker. So I can quickly rattle off what a tech broker is, as there's been some debate on the forums as to what it actually is. So tech brokers are dealers in new and rare technologies and items. So these contacts appear in various stations around known human space, can generally be found in highly populated systems with a relatively high security level. And you visit the tech brokers to see what items they currently have available.
Let's see.
And you can complete set requests to unlock these as part of a personal narrative. So where before we've been doing unlocking things via CGs and things like that, now you guys will be able to unlock technologies and various things for your ships individually. So you may be able to go through and say, right, as you can see here, there is a list of new modules, new tech and things which you can go in and say you want the fixed shot cannon. You can go find all the materials and items, so materials, commodities and various things that the tech broker wants to receive before unlocking the item. Once you have done that, you can come back or go to any tech broker. It doesn't have to be the same one. You can select the item you want to unlock. You'll hand in the materials and commodities. They'll unlock the item. It will then appear in outfitting for you to buy from then on.
Okay.
So you will be able to, essentially customize what kind of items you want. So going along, what we call your personal narrative. So it's personal progression. It's not community progression.
As the community, it's almost kind of doing. Unlocking cool stuff for outfitting that then stays in outfitting anywhere that would
stock it anywhere.
Okay.
So
and this is cool stuff that only you would have if you complete those things.
If you want the enzyme missile racks, for instance, that are labelled there, then you go out and you get them. And
so you can see that there's obviously rewards for turning things. You get the rewards. We have a limited number here right now, but does that mean there's a lot more?
There are a lot more coming. So there's obviously a set number of modules, weapons, and things that we're unlocking. But we will also be able to. I mean, we can add things into these lists. We will be adding things over time. We'll be adding things with new updates. This is essentially a way of giving players their personal progression, and us being able to actually give in-game rewards for players playing the game and taking on certain activities.
And also you get to look through and go, well, I don't care about that.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I'm not into missile racks. And this is new stuff as well.
Oh, this is sorry. These are it's a bit spoilery in this page, but we can't show the tech broker without showing some of the tech.
Yeah.
So yeah, these are some of the new weapons and modules that will be available. But there is a bigger list than is here.
Should we purchase this one?
Yeah, you can do so. Well, if you go to I mean, you can see essentially it will give you a rundown of selecting an object, whether you're about to unlock it or not. Will give you a description of what that object is.
Wow.
It will. So if you actually go to return.
This is really cool.
And go to one of the others. So if you select that, so you can see you can actually work out, read and find out what it is.
I'm going to
know what it is.
I mean, look, people are going to screenshot this anyway, so may as well just see it.
That's fair enough. But you've
very cool tech broker. Yeah. So unlock
essentially,
it?
if you unlock that item, so
there it is.
Boom, you have unlocked it, and there is a direct link to outfitting, so that you can go. You don't have to go back out into station services. You can go straight to outfitting, and
it's going to be disappointing, but we're not going to show that off today because we're going to leave some things for you to find in the beta for yourselves because hey, that's fun. So we don't want to spoil everything.
No,
so
but one thing to make sure it is. The tech broker unlocks the item for you, and then you still have to buy it at outfitting. So it will still cost you some credits.
Okay.
It's just you have unlocked the ability to buy it.
And we'll worry about those later.
Yeah. So that is a very quick look at the tech broker. So a way of getting your own personal rewards for playing the game. So thank you very much. Right.
Thank you, Steve.
That's
and
all right.
Everybody's worked on that.
Yeah.
What's next? What are we doing next, Steve?
Okay. Now it's the big one.
Oh.
It's
the big one.
This is where it gets complicated.
Everyone get comfortable. Everyone got a nice cup of tea because this is the big one.
Sit comfortably, and I will try and be as concise as I can. So we're going to have a look at the trade data improvements.
Excellent stuff.
So obviously trading is at the heart of Elite. It's it is a cornerstone of the game, and we wanted to make sure that you guys can essentially find the best profits as easily as possible, and that's not always been possible in the game as it currently stands. So we took, like most things, we took a look at it. We said, what can we need to? What do we actually want the players to be able to do? And the answer was find profitable trades as easily as they can in game. So if we go into the commodities market, Mr. Ed, if you can quickly go into that. Okay, so commodity screen, we know it, we love it, so everyone's fairly familiar with it.
I've seen it before.
We've made some slight improvements to this screen in general, so I'll just quickly go through those. So the eagle-eyed will probably see that the demand and supply icon has changed from a word to an icon. So instead of saying low, medium and high, we've changed that to pips, just to give us a bit of more real estate and to make it a bit more graphically clear for... Obviously, we've got an international audience, so all this means is high demand and high supply will be 3 pips. We can see domestic appliances are 2 pips, that will be medium demand, and 1 pip will be low demand or low supply. We've also cleaned up the GUI department have cleaned up the right-hand panel so that we can get some more information onto that. So the big change, and this is where it gets fun, is when you by default are we good? I don't think they have, but
I've seen them before,
maybe they have.
Steve, so
maybe they have, but we'll go.
We'll just move on.
Anyway, we'll move on. We'll move on. So by default, the galactic average price column shows the galactic average, and before, when you selected it, it would give you a list of a big long list of the places you visited, and you could see what it was selling for there. Yeah. So we've changed this a little bit. So if you go to the galactic average price,
so I'm clicking
and hit the button.
Oh, it's the wrong mouse. You can show the mouse which button you mean. That one.
So this one here.
Yes. Click here.
So I'm going to click that.
Thank you.
Shall I drive?
You can drive for the time being. Yeah,
okay. So at the moment, this shows galactic average, but we can change that to shown by market. And we can obviously look at the markets for various other places. So One thing to I'll just make sure I'm getting my notes right on this. So we can search obviously by try and type in the name. So if we hit S, we can search for places that I've visited. So this is all, one thing to note, this is all based on places you have visited, places you have docked at, and places you have scanned the nav beacon at. So it's a personal journey of things. So, and that I believe is going to be backdated, so that, you know, if you've already, obviously people have been playing the game for years, and if they've already built up some trade data, so that will be able to be passed into the game. But we can select a system. So
and remember that we're in beta as well. This will be quicker than it.
This will be quicker, but we do a web request.
A web request.
A web request.
There it is.
So again, so from here, we can search through all the space stations
that are in Sol.
So there's a fair few of them.
Wow, yeah.
So, and we can search for, at the moment, show import profit and export profit. So import profit is obviously profit you make selling to that market. Export profit is selling things from that market. And we can hit OK. So this may not be the best example.
It might be the worst example, Steve.
Might be the worst example in the world, which it is. I'm very sorry.
Go somewhere that you know has some stuff in it anyway.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's search for Erin. So you can
only come up if you've been there.
It'll come up with data if I have been there. If I haven't been there, it will give me a message saying, "Sorry, you have not been there. Go there and scan all these things." So let's see. Let's go to Azerbaijan City, and let's select that. So
there you go. You can see it there.
So we can see now that this is displaying. So this is the information as per usual for Solar Orbiter, and this is the import profit of this item at Azerbaijan City in Erin. So now, yeah, that's pretty good, but that's the least of the things it can do.
Okay.
There's this lovely button here.
Yeah, that was literally the least of the things that this can do. So
yeah,
keep watching,
so this is a case of, okay, we've added some more search functions. We can help with that, make things quicker. So if we hit the select on galaxy map.
By the way, just so people know completely in the chat who maybe are slightly new to the game, this is something completely new. This is not, we've not removed any other functionality. All the rest of the functionality still remains.
This is added functionality.
This is added functionality. So meaning that you have to, you still have to explore around to find the trade data and actually explore the place to get the trade data.
Yes.
But then actually you'll be able to look back through a record. It
just tracks what you're doing. So previously, you had none of this functionality, so it just tracked what you're doing. Okay. So in the map view configurations, if you go to map, we've added a new search or a new configuration, which is called by commodity. So what this allows you to do is it allows you to pick a commodity type. So if we pick, in fact, we've got chemicals. We've got chemicals. We've got explosives. So we'll search for explosives.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so what this does is
let's go for our trusty. Let's go for our trusty.
Oh, go on then. What was that? That was
foods,
textiles.
No, we had either consumer items or and clothes.
Oh yeah, clothes.
Clothes and consumer items.
Go on then. We'll go in consumer items.
Yeah,
and clothing. Okay, so what this will do is this will apply a filter on the galaxy map, which will indicate by a green triangle places that export that, and by a blue diamond places that import that good. So the size of the actual icon will give you at a glance an idea of how high the price is, so you can really see. At a glance within. Oh, this is also something to do. So with the web request for the heat, we call this the heat map. This is a 40 light year radius, but you can search for systems as long as you've been there much further out.
Okay, so you could search all the way for Colonia, for example.
Yeah, you could search all the way to Colonia. I've been to Colonia on this account, so it would show me the trade data from there.
Okay.
But the icons is only within a 40 light year radius. But so effectively, yes, you can see that the blue places will import it, the green places essentially will sell it. One
of my favourite things about this, Stephen, you're probably going to get onto this. I'm sorry to interrupt. But, the size of the size. If you zoom nice and close in, you can see that at a glance, the size of the cubes will be larger and smaller. Yeah. Depending on how much of an impact they will have. I think this is everywhere's doing a similar amount here, but the triangles and the diamonds can be smaller or larger depending on how big the actual export and import is.
Yeah, so I mean you can see the places I've been roughly on this account very quickly. So we're looking at, there's a fair few decent places to do it. Okay, so that's part one, and we've also added some filters. So you can just search for import prices, you can just search for export prices, or you can have both, which will show both. Okay, so going a little deeper, if we were to say, hang on, so we're in Altair, so let's come down here. Okay, so we want to be able to say, let's have a look at where we can sell it. So if, as you highlight the different stars, another new thing is we've expanded the system selection overlay.
That's crazy.
So this again will show, and you can click through these, this will show all of the settlements inside, all of the markets inside that system. It will show you the import or export values that you want. So at a glance, literally by hovering over, you can very quickly see where the best trade is. So we can already see that LP336-6 has the highest import. So that would be where that would be the best trade for us. So we would go there.
So you say you pick up you look, also you can look where the highest export is as well.
I can look where the highest export is. So yeah, I can, and some systems will have both import and export. So yeah, you can use this to work out where to trade. And where the cheapest place to buy is, and where the best place to sell is.
Yeah.
So that's very helpful. But finding the best price is only part of it. So obviously we want to find the best price, but we also want to make sure that we can actually get to the market, we can actually land there. So the Google guys have given us some very nice little features. So filters, sorry, not features, filters. So we can filter for large landing pads or any landing pad available. We can hide or show planet bases, so we can see
as the 61 Sydney there changing
because it has a planet base on it. And we can select ranges so that we can see, okay, we want to select things from a large, a small, or all ranges. So we can hit the filters for those.
Excellent.
So so with all these filters, you can really get to grips with where you want to sell, where you want to do, and it's a lot easier to find those trades. So there was literally no system in game that did this before.
This is something I want to cover really quickly about two people in the chat discussing EDDB and some of the third-party developers who we actually we work closely with.
Yes.
I don't think it actually makes them obsolete from a community perspective.
No, I think
it just means that you have an option to be able to do things in game if you want on your personal journey. As in, as you're going around landing places, you'll get that data. There's also something about purchasing data, which I'm sure you'll go into in a second.
Yes.
But EDDB is a different type of thing. That's a thing where you can go and search for a quicker route. And if people still want to do that, we of course.
Oh yeah, we support them, and we will continue to support third-party developers with those things.
It's not making it obsolete; it's adding something that in-game. Meaning, if people want to stay in game, can stay in game and do it this way if they wish.
They can.
New players and returning players.
Yep. So that is a very, very quick overview of this. Obviously, we'll let you guys test it. One thing to note: there is a very handy new little button here, which, when you've selected your market, you can put that data straight into the commodities market by clicking that button. You'll get an icon above the system to let you know that's where you're comparing Altair's trade, Altair's
your
content,
current
location,
your
current location with that system.
Yeah.
So that will now appear in the commodities market. There's also a nice little shortcut here. Is if you have a market, if you're in the buy commodity and you have a market selected, you can plotter it directly to that market. So that is there, and if you were to obviously be looking at from Alliance, you're still plotting route to the system. So it just gives that little bit of a shortcut when you're searching by commodity, so that you don't have to go into the system map and then find remember the name of the starport and things
I think it's absolutely incredible function. I think it's changing up. It's going to make the game easier for me, certainly.
Yeah. I mean, it just adds an extra an extra level of what we can actually do with the trade. Yeah, I think it's
incredible. I'm really really. I was so impressed when you first showed it me this afternoon.
I was when when we've been going through this, it's just like okay,
love it.
I mean, you read the design on paper and go, all right, yeah, that sounds cool.
But when you see
it all and it all working, it's just like absolutely brilliant. So yeah, it's going to hopefully make trading a lot better using in-game tools. So one final change.
Data for the system's unavailable. That's actually important.
Oh, that is an important thing. So yes, where was that? So yeah, as we have said, so to get trade data on these things, you need to visit the systems, and you need to either have docked in that system or scan the nav beacon. You don't need to have completed a trade. You don't need to have sold anything or done anything like that. You just need to have visited the system, gone to the nav beacon or docked at a station, and you will get that system's trade data. Okay, so that leads me on to one final thing, is just below our little filters here, we have now also updated the trade routes and the visualization of those. So what we've put in now is calling them trending trade routes. So if we show those, so they'll look pretty much the same as they were, and you've got the same filters of being able to search through various types and various commodities. So you can filter it down. But the new things we have are these filters. So previously this tried to show a kind of average trade data throughout the galaxy, right?
Okay, yep.
So what we've done is we've kind of stripped it back out, and you can now, it is trending trade data for 24 hours. Okay. Okay, so, and you can filter this. So at the moment it's showing all trade going in and out of Altair, so that's very useful. We can trade that for commercial, which didn't really show an awful lot of change.
It didn't change an awful lot, but it does when you do the...
Yeah, it didn't show an awful lot of change. That is, literally showing NPC trade.
You mean commercial trade?
I mean commercial trade.
Not NPC.
So NPC trade, so commercial trade. Or you can show what other commanders are doing. Now, because this is a dev build, not an awful lot of people have actually been trading around this system. But what this will actually do is it will show where you guys have actually been trading and what you've been trading for the next 24 hours. Oh, for the previous 24 hours. So, and to get this data, pretty much as you would previously, is you come to here and you purchase the trending trade data. So that will then, for 24 hours, keep this updated for you. So that is not the trade data that will appear in the economy, but you will be able to see what people are trending, what people are shipping backwards and forwards. So that could then inform you as well as to what is actually happening. So yeah, that is, in a nutshell, the changes we've made to trading. Sorry, there's an awful lot, and there will be a summary. So yes,
I think the summary is basically what you've just said out loud, but without the visuals. Yes. But of course you can watch this back in a bit to see it again, and also on the 25th for the PC players you will be able to actually get your hands on it yourselves. No, I'm not nodding off, I was reading the chat, I do apologise. I'm really looking over this direction like this and making sure I'm following what people are talking about.
The chat from there. So that is...
So what have we talked about so far today?
So we've talked about planetary improvements.
Yes.
You have shown off the chieftain.
Yes.
And gone through that. We have given a very quick look at the tech broker.
Yes.
And that was the trade data improvements.
And well done, by the way, can I just say that you did an excellent job at reading all that, because it's a lot of information to talk through in a short amount of time. But Steve, do we have something else that we want to be showing tonight?
We do. Go on, let's have a little treat. So we've got 10-15 minutes left.
Where am I going?
Tell you what, if you head to the Freedom class survey vessel,
let's do it.
MLK 0115, we will show off some new megaship interaction gameplay.
Let's listen to the sound of the ship as we get there, as we go there.
Landing gear retracted.
Galnet audios for another day. So
we'll be covering Galnet audio on Tuesday, as well as some other things as well. Gonna be brave with it. I'm doing it.
Yeah, I never doubted you. Never doubted you for a second. So,
it's really good headphones, basically. Put all of the budget into making the game. Don't get some good headphones. Right, ready?
Frameshift drive charging.
All right, Steve. I'm a bit nervous about this, guys, because of course, remember, you know what it's like flying on a live stream. So what we're
flying when I haven't actually taken you through this yet.
You haven't taken
this will be a new thing for Ed.
This is brand new for me.
Yeah, this is good.
Okay.
So don't worry, I'm going to talk you through this. So
okay,
we'll get you into the instance, and then we'll see. Get you
flying under this beautiful looking Drake's Hollow, of course.
I must admit, I can't wait to go exploring again, so I can see the visual differences between everything. It is looking so good, and yeah, can't praise the art team highly enough. So we have received a new message when we're jumping into megaships. No, not that. Sorry, new info message.
Oh, in the top right.
So we've detected a structure. We can use the data link scanner to search for targets on it. Okay. So if we target the structure,
just want to get my data link scanner.
Get your data link scanner up. So we've changed. What we've done is we've changed the flow of. Well, at the moment the larger ships, but we're also later on going to be looking at doing other space structures with this. So the flow for this is we've added some further interactions onto these ships, so there's more for you guys to do. But the first thing you have to do is, if you stop about there, is scan the ship. So to discover where these interaction objects are, we require you to do a ship scan.
Ooh. Okay. Is it meant to do that?
So that is your that is your
that
ship scan.
Cool.
So now you have certain. If you notice, you've got some
by the
little
way,
blue.
By the way, because I'm close to the surface, I am getting that sort of.
You are getting
the
yes,
rock from the
you
gravity,
are, yes.
but I don't know if that's supposed to be. That might be.
It's just because we put it a little bit close.
A little bit too close for this demonstration.
Yeah, for this demonstration. So if you then go to your well, you can scan it again if you want. So
one more time.
One more time. So
also look at the UI on the
So well,
it
sends out a pulse. So this is, as I said, this is only the start of this feature. We will be bringing it to other areas of the game as well.
Nice.
But you can see actually on the ship there are little blue highlights around the interaction objects.
Yes.
And also they are now selectable.
So do I go and find those?
So yeah,
they weren't selectable before.
They weren't selectable before, so they weren't targetable before. So you can see we have a new hackable data turret, data terminal, data transmitter. Sorry. So if you just fly around and have a look at various things.
Look at this thing. It's beautiful.
Okay, so shall I rattle off what different interactions we have?
Yes, please do.
So we have added data terminals, as you can see. So we have also added cargo bays, which are hackable doors. You can use a hatch breaker limpet on to jettison the cargo into space, being able to, so that pirates can actually pirate the large mega ships. And also gives them a new source of income, but also allows players to who are wanting to hunt pirates new places to go. The data terminals, you can use the new recon limpet to hack into the ship's data terminal system.
So I don't seem to have one of those.
To get data, you will do. You will do.
Sorry.
I might need to do some
behind the scenes
stuff just to get you some limpets.
Yeah, no worries.
We have also added things called a comms array, again using the recon limpets to hack into the ship's comm system this time to steal data. So these both give you data materials. The comms array has a higher yield and a longer wait time. So there's things to do there. There's also some automated defence turrets. So obviously we're not going to just have these ships defenceless. So we have, obviously, because a lot of them have been attacked by pirates, by Thargoids, and by players, we will now be having defences on them. So if you shoot at the ship, it will fight back. So we've also updated the NPCs and the scenarios that come along with these. So these basically have more variety of pirates, more variety of crime responders as well. So people like police. So you can actually get more and more variety when you actually encounter these things. So far you've flown up to the ship and you've scanned it. So do we want to actually try and do some of these interactions?
Why not? Yeah, we've got a few more minutes remaining. Sorry, I'll go back to here.
Take off so I can do
Hi there.
that.
Thank you. Well, while Steve's doing this, just say thank you for everyone for coming. Remember, we've got more to reveal as well on Tuesday coming up. This is just Chapter 1 of the Beyond season of updates as well. So make sure you,
just stick around.
Stick around and stay with us playing Elite Dangerous, because it's the fact that you guys are so supportive and so awesome that we're able to go back and put these changes in. And Steve and the team and everybody who's working very, very hard to make improvements, like the things we've talked about tonight. Just
So let's give a bit of a demonstration.
All right.
So Ed,
yes,
you come out of camp.
This is very nervous now.
I'm actually going to say, can you try and find the cargo bay on this, so we can see that there's
Is it in contacts?
It should be in contacts. Yes. So you've got various cargo bays.
Okay, here's one.
Here's one. Now, I will warn you, obviously, piracy is illegal.
Is illegal.
But as you would say, if you can switch to your manifest scanner, which is on one of your fire groups.
It is indeed.
So just like regular ships, you can scan the cargo bay, and you can see what's inside it. So we will complete that. This is not illegal, so we're perfectly staying within the law at this point.
Okay.
So you can scan various things. So if you now go to your left-hand panel and look at the inventory, we can see what's in here. So we've got some uranium, some lovely materials. So we can get some of these if we really want to.
I want to.
You want to? Okay. So now that we've done that, we need to no.
Okay,
so we need to interrogate the target with your data link scanner.
Okay, interrogate the target.
Yeah. And there are, when you're doing this, there are info messages that tell you this flow. The game does guide you through. Yeah, data link scanner. So if you scan this,
interrogate that.
So you're going to interrogate that. So interrogation is complete, and it's identified some sub-targets.
Yeah.
So select your sub-target.
I will.
That is a limpet docking point. And
where's that? Is it? Oh, it's still on there. It's there. Right. Oh, hello. Yeah.
Got a little target on it.
So it knows that I'm aiming at the right thing, and then so I need my
hatch breaker. Yeah. So fire off one of those bad boys. Fire off one of those bad boys. And this will then override the door.
Okay.
So you've gained a bounty for assault, and authorities will appear in 10 seconds.
Okay, so...
so these times do vary. And then once this comes out...
Oh, this is so fun! Right, okay.
Here comes the cargo.
So I need to start... oh, gosh.
Well, I would say you get your collectors. Now, because we've stuck this a bit too close to the planet, unfortunately your cargo is making a beeline for the planet.
No, that's fine.
So,
I'll shoot my collector drones out.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll put the wrong...
So, yeah. So if you've got your cargo limpet, so you can do it. Don't forget, you've committed a crime and you are now wanted, and crime responders are going to be turning up in about 10 seconds.
Sorry, I've got this.
So you've got that. Also, when you do that, the ship's guns will actually become aggressive towards you as well.
I can see that already.
Yeah, so they are towards you.
They're moving. These things are moving too erratically because we're too close towards the... Thanks very much for this, by the way.
Yeah, it's all good. So this is the cargo.
I'm actually getting shot at now.
You are actually getting shot at. So you may want to.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
because I don't want to kill your lovely thing.
That's all right. I can always get another one. It's fine. But yeah, so you can see they will make short work of you. Now, obviously, everything is interactable. So I will say you can disable the turrets. Yeah. You can knock, take certain things out. So
mass lock, Steve.
Yeah, it's you mass lock to the ship. It's a big ship.
Thanks.
That's all right. You'll find yourself in the detention centre. It's fine.
No, I won't. I'm going to get away.
You're getting out of here. Fair enough. But yeah, you can obviously you can with the turrets. So there are you can scan them to find their connected generator. You can take out their generator to disable the turret for a certain amount of time.
Very cool.
Giving you time to hack the data link or hack the comms rails or steal stuff out of the cargo bays. Obviously, if you're in a wing, you could set somebody up to be taking out the defences while somebody else is hacking the cargo, and then you can get to a safe rendezvous and drop off all of the share the loot.
2 pieces of aluminium.
There you go.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean the way we've set it up is hopefully it encourages players to play in wings. So you can plan a heist. So you can kind of go, say, right, I'm going to go and raid this mega ship. I need you to cover the guns so that you can be taking out the defences so I don't get shot up. We can have somebody distracting the police so they can be flying around and distracting the police while I gather the cargo, and then you can, I can grab the cargo and then we can all make a run for it and then divvy up the loot afterwards.
Awesome.
Obviously, we've applied this to all non-dockable megaships in the game.
Wow, okay, that's great.
So there
you
will
can
be
go and collect them all.
Yeah, there will be new interactions at those, and as I said, throughout the update, we're planning on adding it to various other things. So looking at adding it to things like the installations of other large structures. So yeah, and big shout out to Darren, who was and Simon and James Potter, who have been working on this tirelessly to make sure it all works. So it's absolutely awesome.
Huge shout out to everybody who's
everyone who's worked on
really
Beyond.
good.
It's absolutely brilliant. But it also ties in nicely to the new crime system. So yeah, it gives people who want to pirate a more lucrative and a larger target. It allows you, as I said, plan heists and things like that. So yeah, it's a lot of good fun.
One last thing, Dave.
Hit the boost button. That never gets dull.
Let's do one more.
God, I do love that shit. That's cool. So yeah, and that's again just a handful of stuff that's actually in the Beyond update. So there is more to come and more stuff to show you, and there's more stuff out there than we're going through in these streams as well. So yeah, lots of exciting stuff.
Well,
loads of exciting stuff. So that's good.
That was, please, everybody in the chat, a huge round of applause. Put your little clap symbols in the chat for Steve Kirby for, in this last hour, blowing people's minds. My mind.
Well, I got the really nice job of being. It's nice to be able to say
you did a lot of good stuff and getting to demonstrate the lovely, but also a round of applause, please, for all the lovely work that people have done.
Yes, please.
So we've
big
got
clap for the team. It's an awesome job the guys have done.
So far with the Beyond, and this is chapter 1. So this is the stuff that's coming on the 25th into the beta onto the 25th of January that you're going to be able to get your hands on if you're PC and Mac players. So that includes changes to crime and punishment. We've got the wing missions. We've got the chieftain. We've got planetary visual improvements, trade data improvements, the tech broker, and these new megaship interactions, which will again be spreading and growing and becoming more and more interactable the further we go on.
I mean, and we're not going to stop there. So we'll keep adding new interactions and stuff. So there's stuff we can't.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stuff I can't talk about, but
including with that personal narrative that you were talking about with the tech broker and things like that. Things are going to progress with that guy and those guys. Sorry, guys and gals.
Yeah, I mean, it makes it a lot more. It's your journey. It's your personal journey, your personal narrative.
Yeah, we said that.
I mean, it's not like we're going to.
It's just it's cool for us to say those sorts of things because it's like previously we felt like when we do the big CGs and stuff, it's a community coming together. But now you're able to do and pick your own ones that you want to, be able to do, all or none or some. Yeah. On Tuesday's stream, the 23rd, which is coming up in a few days' time, we're going to talk about the changes coming to the engineers and demonstrate some of those. We're going to talk about the material trader, which is very, very, very cool.
That's cool, yeah.
Galnet Audio, and we've got a couple of treats. I mean, I don't want to hype it up too much, but I think that my favourite one of the more things this week has been the thing we just showed off, which is those interactable things.
Yeah, so. I mean, it's something we wanted to do for a long time, and it's like, Yeah,
so I think we're going to do the giveaway in a couple of minutes' time. But Steve, what's your thing that you're excited for the most in the Beyond series?
In Beyond,
season? In the chapter 1.
In Chapter 1.
The smaller, by the way.
Yeah.
The smaller.
Yeah,
of
the smaller of the two big updates.
The two big updates.
Yeah, the not the narrative ones. Well, I always get excited for a new ship, so yeah, for me the Chieftain's great. The engineer improvements, personally, coupled with the material trader and the tech broker, I think they really help a core loop that I think is a massive improvement. It's just just the level of gameplay we can support. I just like the entire. Can I just say the entirety
You can
of
say
Chapter
the entire
1?
thing, yes.
Sorry, I'm not picking it. It's like picking your favourite child.
So-
all the features that are going in. Honestly, I mean, from the trade data, from crime and punishment, it's such. I mean, it's a huge thing, and it's been really great. And thank you for to everyone at Frontier for giving us the opportunity to be able to go back and look and say, right, we want to have a look at this feature. We want to make it better. We want to improve it. We want to see what we can do.
Cool.
And it's just that has been the best thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more.
Cool.
So let's talk about, let's do a final giveaway before we leave.
Yeah.
Steve, what would you like people to say in the chat?
I
spurred this on you.
think it's going to be, I love the Big Chief.
I love the Big Chief. Put a hashtag in front of it to make it easy for us to search for.
Yeah.
Hashtag I love the Big Chief. And we're going to do a bit of a special giveaway today.
Ooh, are we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I've just decided now. And I'm very sorry if I get told off for this.
Okay.
We're going to give away Thrustmaster HOTAS. So we're going to give
Okay.
away a Thrustmaster HOTAS
Okay.
of the platform that you play on as well. So, I love the Big Chief. Are you
Does
going
it-
to
does-
write
does-
it down?
well,
Are you
does it-
writing
does
down,
it-
like, you sure about this?
No,
Is that what
no,
you're
I'm going to write down hashtag. I take it this counts.
You're right.
It's not in the. It's not in the.
Yeah, you don't get to win it.
Go on.
But it's
just
a
imagine
pretty-
that's
pretty
in the
big
chat.
prize.
Come on.
And the winner is Steve Kirk. No.
Woo!
All right, sorry.
Cool.
Also, there's a little bit of clipping on the microphones. I do apologise. I think
No, let's do
we
it.
need to
Sorry.
get them changed.
I'll stop just making odd noises.
So stop saying it once you've said it once, so we can
Please.
pick a winner at random. But again, a huge thank you to everybody who's come along. Remember that this is just part 1, chapter 1 of the Beyond season,
Yes.
which means there's lots more coming. This is going to be free to everybody who owns Elite Dangerous and Elite Dangerous Horizons. Obviously, the changes to Elite Dangerous, such as the trade and the wing missions, will of course go to everyone who owns Elite Dangerous base game. If you're in Horizons, you'll also get the changes to the engineers. You'll get the Chieftain. The Chieftain is engineers. Elite Dangerous Horizons only. And we've got loads more to tell you about on Tuesday, and then of course loads more throughout the year. And then the beta on the 25th. We'll be doing feedback live streams. We'll be doing stop saying it now. Stop it. And then we'll also have feedback live streams. We'll also be continuing the live streams where we go into deep dives into the creation of Elite Dangerous that we started before Christmas. We'll also be doing the focused feedback forums again about the future features of the Beyond season, getting your feedback and explaining to you guys how that really helps us. And then of course doing the streams that surround that. We're going to keep communicating to you as much as we possibly can. So keep an eye on all the social media channels. Keep an eye on absolutely the forums and everywhere you can.
Stop saying it now, guys.
Remember,
Please stop saying it.
it's okay. I love the Big Chief too, so I understand why they're saying it. All right, let's do this.
Let's go random number generator.
Wow, that's a lot of entries.
That's a lot of people.
All right, so random number. Okay, good stuff. And the very scientific method of clicking.
You must be brilliant at track and field.
I actually was. It was more charging up my Eidolons in Final Fantasy VIII.
Ah, right.
We have. I am so sorry, but I cannot pronounce this person's name.
It looks lovely in Russian.
It's Nahatemov Sprankserschle. I don't think there was any of those sounds.
I don't think any of those sounds actually make up this
But
person's
what I'm
name.
going to do is write it down, and I'll post it in the chat. Is
Congrats.
the winner now? What we'll do is we'll contact you on your channel to make it simple. Oh gosh, that's going to be difficult. Hopefully you're paying attention.
Yes.
We will. No, not you. This one is the winner. That's not you, no. Okay, what we need that person to do is message us with a PM. I don't know if you can speak good English. This is very difficult for me. But I will write down your name. We'll make sure that you receive that prize. So thank you so much for joining in. We'll do extra effort to track you down on YouTube and send you a message and stuff like that. So hold on, is that person replying or not?
I haven't seen a reply.
No. Yeah, congratulations though.
Yes. Really, congratulations.
We'll start the process. If you are listening and you are able to understand, you've won a house house, which is pretty cool. So basically, PM us from your YouTube account to this YouTube account, telling us your email address, and then we'll get in touch with you. That's the best way to do it.
I like what Noodles says. That translates to Steve Kirby.
Apparently, that's not true. Is that right? That might be true. Pantaleon on Christozelski. It could be.
It could well be.
I'm going to write it down just in case. But hey, we'll find you. What an interesting ending to a wonderful stream.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
We will be back with more information. And if the person, by the way, just so you know, if the person doesn't claim the prize, and if we can't work it out by Tuesday, we will pass on the prize to somebody in that chat. So we'll do 2 prize giveaways on Tuesday. So hopefully that person will get in touch. Don't get too excited, basically, everybody. But we'll be able to do a couple of giveaways on Tuesday anyway, as the final pre-beta live stream.
Yeah.
And everybody, you've been the best. Steve, you've been the best.
I think yes. I think I've been the best.
You have. Well, you have.
I was going to say you've been the best, but no, actually
you've done really well.
I've done a lot of work
much
today,
better than me. I feel.
Yes.
Yeah. So
No,
thanks for
you
watching.
are.
No, it's fine.
You are the best. Don't worry.
Thanks for no, you are.
Thank you, guys.
No, you are.
Well,
see you soon. See you on Tuesday.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.